Jennifer Edwards née Henry of Lamoud St George, who resided in Maloney, Trinidad, died on Monday, October 9th, 2023, at the age of 63. Left to mourn are her husband, Roger Edwards, children Keston, Brian and Brent Edwards, adopted daughter Kimandra Thomas, mother Lydia Thomas, brothers and sisters Winston Henry, Eversley Thomas, Janice Joseph, Sharon Lewis, Ronald Thomas in the USA, Alva Horsford, Derek, Veronica, Ezra Andrews, Maureen Newell, Rosalind Batiste and Anne-Marie Jeremy, grandchild Madison Thomas, brothers-in-law Lee in Trinidad, Dennis Batiste, Andy Noel, Robert Joseph and Alban Lewis, sisters-in-law Shanika Andrews, Roxy and Thomas and Margaret Henry, many aunts and uncles, many nieces and nephews, other relatives and friends in Grenada, Trinidad, the USA and Canada. The family of the late Jennifer Edwards expresses their heartfelt gratitude to everyone who showed love and sent words of encouragement and support in their time of grief. The funeral of the late Jennifer Edwards née Henry of Lamoud St George, who resided in Maloney, Trinidad, will take place on Saturday, October 28th in Trinidad. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. David Nicholas McFall, also known as Puello, of Lauriston, Carriacou, an employee of Dollar Man One Stop, passed away on Saturday, September 30th, 2023, at the age of 64. He was the father of Davina and Dwight McFarlane in Grenada, grandfather of Ethan and Malachi McFarlane, brother of Victoria McFarlane, also known as Fanny, Manley Pramus, also known as DJ Wire, and Mary Phillip, also known as Vicky, uncle of many too numerous to mention. Close friend of Ken and Raphael Joseph, also known as Specialist, Dallin Bino, Mando, Anne Fortune, Marlene Thomas, and Myrtle Compton. Other relatives and friends including the McFarlane and Caesar families, and friends and neighbours of Lauriston, the boatmen throughout Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique and surrounding areas, too numerous to mention. The funeral of the late David Nicholas McFarlane, also known as Puello, of Lauriston, Carriacou, will take place on Tuesday, October 31st at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the St. Patrick Roman Catholic Church, Hillsborough, Carriacou, and interment will be at the Brunswick Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Celia Kathleen Latouche Peters of New Street, Wharf, St. John, passed away on Wednesday, October 4th, 2023, at the age of 72. She was the mother of Hilary Peters, grandmother of Risa Sylvester, close friend of Kathleen Mitchell, adopted mother of Carol Ann St. John, sister of Wayne Carter. Other relatives and close friends including George Peters, Greg and Tevin St. John, Sherwin Mitchell, the Vivek family, the Peters family of Grove Estate, the Ferreira and Noel family, the Latouche family of St. Paul's, and the Morgan family of Tempe, nieces and nephews, the management and staff of Hillsview Home, Sister Louise of St. Rose Secondary School, Miss Millie, and June Thomas. The funeral service for the late Celia Kathleen Latouche Peters of New Street, Wharf, St. John, will take place on Tuesday, October 31st at 2 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the St. Peter's Roman Catholic Church, Wharf, and interment will be at the Douglaston Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Monro Charles of Sab St Andrew, who resided at Nunparel St Mark, passed away on Saturday, September 30th, 2023, at the age of 74. He was the father of Teresa Williams, Donleen Charles Britton, Miguel Charles, and Liston Bubb, adopted father of Judy Bruno and Eliton Bubb, grandfather of Kevin and Tracy Williams, Kathisha David, Princess, Donrick, David and Davion Britton, and Shania Nelson, great-grandfather of Romarian and Janiyah Williams, Taishia David, and Taden Britton, brother of Dunbar and Magnus Charles, also known as Sad, Lidris Paul, Francis Charles, also known as Bull, Andrew Charles, Bernadette St. Bernard, Gracelyn Charles, Andrew St. Bernard, Willard, also known as Sackett in the UK, Paula Moore, Cindy Jones, Dale Jones, Sherilyn Paul and Eric Charles in the USA, Mary Charles Peter, Rachel Jones and Christopher Jones in Trinidad. Father-in-law of Janessa Archer Charles and Franklin Joseph. Brother-in-law of many, uncle of many. Caregivers Lisa Wildman, Davis Charles and Agatha Young. Many cousins, other relatives and close friends, including the Charles family of Mirabeau, Bylands and Nunperel, the St. Bernard family of Springs, the Peters family of Moya, Nurse Catherine DeCoto and family, the Wildman family of Nunperel, the Boys on the Block at Nunperel, King Elvis and staff, and friends and neighbors of Sab, Nunperel and surrounding areas. The funeral service for the late Monro Charles of Sab St Andrew, who resided at Nunperel St Mark, will take place on Tuesday, October 31st at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Mirabeau Seventh-day Adventist Church, and interment will be at the Grand Brow Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Anika Charles, also known as Mulder, of Blackby, who resided at Concord St. John, passed away on Monday, October 16, 2023, at the age of 35. Left to cherish her memory are her son Anthony Charles, grandparents George and Daphne St. Clair, siblings Shauna Julian, Marcia, Michelle, Shalika, Mitchelson and Doreen Charles, aunties and uncles Angela, Louise, Anne-Marie and Louis Julian, Michelle Julian Ferret, Chanel St. Clair Rennie, Rokeisha St. Clair Moore, Sandra, Beverly, Shamrock and Stafford St. Clair, Yvonne St. Paul, Leah, Cecilia, Debbie and Joel. Other relatives and friends including Lucky and Kendon Clement, Lawrence Charles, Romel Haynes, the pastor and parishioners of Christ Cathedral of Worship Tempe, the management and staff of Rennick Thompson and Company, and friends and neighbors of Blackby, Concord and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Anika Charles, also known as Mulder, of Blackby, who resided at Concord St. John, will take place on Friday, November 3rd at 2 p.m., with tributes beginning at 1:30 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Church of Christ, Blackby St. John, and interment will be at the Power Park Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Joseph Alexander, also known as Francis, of Montfendu, who resided at Snellhole St. Patrick and in the United Kingdom, passed away on Tuesday, October 3rd, 2023 in the United Kingdom, at the age of 89. He is survived by his remaining children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and great-great-grandchildren. The funeral of the late Joseph Alexander, also known as Francis of Montfendu, who resided at Snellhole St. Patrick and in the United Kingdom, will take place on Friday, November 3rd at 1:30 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the St. Patrick Catholic Church, Satires, and entombment will be at the Family Cemetery, Snellhole St. Patrick. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment as you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest. Visit or call Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
Joseph Andrew, also known as Impose and Newton, of Barbay, Florida, who resided in Trinidad, Carriacou, and Parkview Grove, St. John, passed away on Friday, October 13th, 2023, at the age of 84. He was the close and dear friend of Elizabeth Joseph, also known as Whistle and Antel, father of Francis Simeon, Justin and Wayne James, Euthlyn George and John Thomas, grandfather of Melvin and Ziggy Benjamin, Quincy and Libby George in Grenada, and Jelen Maya Stewart in Carriacou, stepfather of Ernest Joseph in Grenada, and Jeff Mitchell in England, father-in-law of Pastor Paul George, brother of John and Joyce Andrew in the USA, uncle of many including Barbara, Wilma and Earl Jen Gibbs, Gail, Dr. Colville, Donald, Joseph also known as Jojo, and Wilbert. Many cousins, other relatives and close friends including Jelen and Roy Lewis in the USA, Londa Roberts in Canada, Shamali, Pappy, Wilbur, Mr. Willie, Clifford, Nigel, Betty Ann, the Lewis family of Waterloo, the McIntyre family of Grove, the Raymond family of Moran, the Jones family of Central Grove Estate, and friends and neighbours of Parkview, Grove, and surrounding areas. The funeral service for the late Joseph Andrew, also known as Impose and Newton, of Bar Bay, Florida, who resided in Trinidad, Carriacou, and Parkview, Grove, St. John, will take place on Friday, November 3rd at 1:30 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Grove Open Bible Church, and interment will be at the Douglaston Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Father Claudius Mark Haynes of Woodford St. John, priest of the Roman Catholic Diocese of St. George's in Grenada, parish priest of the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception, Our Lady Help of Christians Bolio, St. Matthew's R.C. Church Birchgrove, St. Andrew the Apostle Grenville, St. Michael the Archangel Woburn, and St. Peter's R.C. Church Grove, passed away on Saturday, October 14th, 2023, at the age of 74. Left to mourn Bishop Clyde Martin Harvey, Vicar General, Father Carl Haynes, nephew, clergy and religious of the diocese. He was the brother of Urban, Carlton, Fillmore, Mayrose Haynes, and Audrey Lewis in Grenada, Anthony and James Haynes, Gladys Daniels and Kenny Nelson in the USA, and Denny Mitchell in Aruba, nephew of Mary Netta Bowen of Brazan, brother-in-law of Desmond Lewis, Simeon Daniels, Sylvia, Inez, Patricia, Mary and Elvina Haynes, Sandra Nelson and Aura Mitchell, uncle of 32, many grandnieces and nephews, many other relatives and close friends including the Haynes family of Brazan and in Trinidad, the Hector family of Woodford, the Degans and Williams family of Union St. Mark, the Barry and Sylvester family of Grand Mole, Findlay Gill and family, Alma Alexis and family, Rog Jones, the Antwine family, the Harris family in Barbados, parishioners of Christ the King Parish, staff of St. Martin's Home, Crowshoe, and the faithful of the Catholic Diocese of St. George's in Grenada, and friends and neighbours of Woodford, Concord, and surrounding areas. Vigil and tributes for the late Father Claudius Mark Haynes of Woodford St. John will be held on Sunday, November 5th at 6 p.m. at the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception, Church Street, St. George's, and funeral mass will be held on Monday, November 6th at 10 a.m. Entombment will be at the Family Cemetery, Woodford St. John. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Yvonne Juliet Binder, also known as Georgina and Nurse Binder, of Calavini St. George, passed away on Sunday, October 22nd, 2023, at the age of 59. She was the mother of Tarvan and Teresa Binder, grandmother of Trishel and Janae Binder, sister of Patricia Primus and Oscar Binder, aunt of Colleen Grant and Marlon Lord, niece of Cletus Grenade, Irene Neptune, and Annette Warner, sister-in-law of Alan Primus, goddaughter of Doreen Bain, close cousin of many, including Jeffrey Neptune, Nancy Ross, Janice James, Claudia Grenade, Dr. Wendy Grenade, Alison and Denise Rennick, close friend of Sherry-Ann Monroe, Donna Campbell, Ben Richards, Saliet Charles, Davney Leo, Muriel Wint, Francis Andrews, Tricia Thomas, Devon Grant, Judith John, Michael Noel, Smith Roberts, Beryl Rouse, and Suzette Haywood. Many other close relatives and friends, including the Binder, Primus, MacDonald, Romaine, Bub, Neptune, Grenade, Rennick, St. Bernard, Bartholomew, Anthony, Bowen and Pivot families, Anastasia Burris and family, Juliana MacDonald and family, Pastor Stanford Simon and members of the Emmanuel Baptist Church, members of the Grenada Baptist Association, the Nursing Fraternity of Grenada, members of the Gospel Hall Assembly, friends at Boozy, and friends and neighbors of Calavini and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Ivon Juliet Binder, also known as Georgina and Nurse Binder, of Calavini St. George, will take place on Monday, November 6th at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Calavini Gospel Hall according to Grenada Baptist rites, and interment will be at the Montjaloux Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Leandra Mitchell of Caliste St. George passed away on Sunday, 22nd October 2023, at the age of 66. The funeral arrangements for the late Leandra Mitchell of Caliste St. George will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Sonia Mary Frances Thomas of Monto St. George died on Tuesday, October 24th, 2023, at the age of 58. The funeral arrangements for the late Sonia Mary Frances Thomas of Monto St. George will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Alicia James, also known as Nikki, of Lamoud St. George, died on Saturday, 21st October 2023, at the age of 36. The funeral arrangements for the late Alicia James, also known as Nikki, of Lamoud St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Rosemary Richards of Woburn St. George, who resided in the USA, passed away on Monday, October 16th, 2023, at the age of 66. The funeral arrangements for the late Rosemary Richards of Woburn St. George, who resided in the USA, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Thomas Dennis Abraham, also known as Odans of Dunfermline St. Andrew, passed away on Thursday, October 19th, 2023, at the age of 76. The funeral arrangements for the late Thomas Dennis Abraham, also known as Odans of Dunfermline St. Andrew, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Peter Stephen of Vendham St. George, who resided at Upper Laurel St. David, passed away on Tuesday, October 17th, 2023, at the age of 74. The funeral arrangements for the late Peter Stephen of Vendham St. George, who resided at Upper Laurel St. David, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Maria Cape of Bonaire St. Mark passed away on Monday, 16th October 2023, at the age of 74. The funeral arrangements for the late Maria Cape of Bonaire St. Mark will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Ronald Batist, also known as Chef, Daddy Roy and Roy, of Marley St. Patrick, who resided at Hills Have Eyes, Tempe St. George, passed away on Tuesday, October 17th, 2023, at the age of 76. The funeral arrangements for the late Ronald Batist, also known as Chef, Daddy Roy and Roy, of Marley St. Patrick, who resided at Hills Have Eyes, Tempe St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Sarah Princess Edwards, née Lucas, also known as Mother Sarah of Laborie St. George, who resided at Mango Grove St. David, died on Monday, October 16th, 2023, at the age of 69. The funeral arrangements for the late Sarah Princess Edwards, née Lucas, also known as Mother Sarah of Laborie St. George, who resided at Mango Grove St. David, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Verus Thomas, also known as Brubru, of Paraclete St Andrew, died on Sunday, October 8, 2023, at the age of 61. The funeral arrangements for the late Verus Thomas, also known as Brubru, of Paraclete St Andrew, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
The management and staff of MTV extend deepest condolences to those of you whose loved ones have passed on. Thank you for watching.
I am Godwill James, an MD and a member of Gateway Assembly. Medically, death is regarded as an end or a cessation of life. Various groups have different perspectives about death. While some view death as an enfeebled form of life, others also regard it as a continuation of life. As a Christian, death is largely regarded as a separation of the soul from the body. So, whichever way one may want to view death, I want to say that may the gentle soul of the departed rest in peace in the bosom of the Lord. Amen.